In this video, I'm going to show you how to make meatballs that taste freaking amazing. So a little backstory first. Ever since I can remember, I've hated meatballs. I just couldn't get myself to understand the concept of meatballs. Like why they're all soggy and why it's not crispy from the inside. And now that I think of it, it was because I didn't like the mouthfeel of meatballs. Tough and chewy, with no exciting change of texture. So this recipe of mine focuses heavily on the mouthfeel of meatballs. And no, I haven't tried to reinvent the whole thing by deep frying the meatballs in some kind of batter. It's the same traditional way of making meatballs. It's actually the flavors I've made some changes in. So the first and most important change I have made is using ground veal instead of ground beef. Reason being, ground veal is much more juicy and tender than ground beef, hence giving more flavorful meatballs. Think of it as the same difference between chicken thighs and chicken breast.
We're gonna start with our meatballs. To your ground veal, add in salt, black pepper, dried Italian herbs, ground almonds, Parmesan cheese, and half an egg. By the way, if you don't know how to half an egg, crack an egg into a bowl, then whisk the egg and take 2 tablespoons out. Make sure the ingredients are fully combined with the meat and set aside.
So let's talk about the sauce now. The sauce is going to be equally important as the meatballs. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be adding Italian seasoning into my meatballs. It should come as no shock that I'm making an Italian sauce, which in this case is the marinara sauce. A super simple sauce comes together in a matter of a few minutes.
The ingredients we need for the marinara sauce are onion, garlic, and crushed tomatoes. Place a pan over heat and add olive oil. Add in your onion and cook until translucent. Add in your garlic and crushed tomatoes and turn up the heat. Add in salt, black pepper, and red pepper flakes. Now wait for the excess water to boil off. As you can see, there's not much water left here. Turn off the heat and take your pan off the stove and let your sauce cool down. Once your sauce is cooled down, transfer it in a blender and blend until smooth. Let's move on to the meatballs. Scoop out even chunks of meat with your fingers and roll it between your hands to make a meatball. Place your meatballs into the slow cooker and pour over the marinara sauce. Make sure the sauce covers the both meatballs and the bottom of the slow cooker. Set your slow cooker on high settings for about 2 hours. Enjoy your meatballs.